going to go to Parliament Square now and join Nigel Farage. It seems fitting, perhaps, that we end our show with the man with which it all began. Your first reaction tonight, Nigel? We're about, what, 4 minutes into Brexit Britain?
Yeah, amazing feeling. I mean, this is something the establishment never wanted, they fought against, but a grassroots rebellion of ordinary people has made it happen, and this is the greatest moment of history in modern Britain. It's a big day.
You are now the establishment. The fight was always the anti-establishment against the EU. Now you are the establishment, so I guess you have to own this. Does that change who we have to see as the underdog from now on?
Well, the truth of it is, we've won the war. We now have to win the peace. Yes, there are big negotiations to go on. All of that's important. The Conservative Party now sounds like the Brexit Party. These are massive, seismic shifts in British politics. But I tell you what, tonight we passed the point of no return. We're never going back, and the rest, important though it is actually detail.
Anne Widdecombe was saying today that she thought at times Brexit would never happen. Did you think at times it wouldn't happen?
This time last year, I was really scared it would never happen. Really scared, and that's why I launched the Brexit Party. Within 6 weeks, we'd won the European elections, got rid of Mrs May, and now we got Boris singing our song. If he delivers, I couldn't be happier.
Theresa May tweeted this evening, after 3 years, we've finally delivered on the result of the referendum. Who do you feel you have to thank this evening?
Well, it's not Theresa May, who tried to give us a Remainers Brexit. We never believed in it. Look, we did what we did with the Brexit Party. We reset the agenda. The Conservatives looked in the mirror. They realised if they didn't adapt and change, they'd die. They've done it. And so there are lots of people to thank. The great news is we're free.
Does it matter to you if going forwards, if gradually Britain does become a less significant power on the world stage now? It might not happen, but there are many leaders warning us that it will. Does that matter to you?
As a member of the European Union, Britain's voice on the world stage had been muted. We can now reach out to the Commonwealth, America, many other places as a free independent nation, not stuck inside the orbit of the European Union. We've got a chance again to become a real voice in the world, not just a star on somebody else's flag.
And let me ask you, your work here presumably is done. We understand in the States in the last few moments they've decided the vote has come through in the impeachment trial not to call witnesses. Are you going to be working for Donald Trump now? Are you going to be by his side at the rallies for the next few months?
No. This is all media speculation. I want to say this to you. In 2016, I gave the impression I'd walked away from the battle after the referendum and believing Theresa May. I will not be walking away. I will comment on this all the way through. I'll praise the Prime Minister or I'll criticise the Prime Minister. I'm not going away.
They've just shouted Nigel behind you, so I guess you have work to do with whatever they're expecting you to stay and do right now. Nigel Farage, thank you very much indeed.